What the heck is going on here? Everything is freaking busted. One sec.
Nice!
I think maybe it's working now. Jeez. What a pain in the butt. I don't know what the heck is going on, but every single thing that I own forgot its password. Well, the internet didn't work for like 6 times. I had to restart my computer 6 times. And then when I tried to go to stream, I was getting like 500 kilobytes. And Zwift is acting super weird. Like I can't get... I can't turn the UI off for my workout program. I think it's working now. That was ridiculous. That was like I got into the ride with probably 7 seconds to spare. They have this stage every hour. So I could have ridden at 6, but I don't want to stay up so late. It's pretty much every hour on the hour, 24 hours a day. Maybe, it'd be close. Yeah, that's the main reason I was doing this, is because of the double XP. It's double XP, and all the power-ups last twice as long. Yeah, I totally just got 60 XP for that kilometer. Oh, I'm a dinosaur. Barely. Oh, one sec. I had it set to push to talk. That was the problem. I'm doing the double XP tour of Watopia. Yeah, well, stage 1A, it's actually not that long. It's 36K. There's a couple stages that are super long, but this one's not bad. I don't even know. I didn't really look at the route. I just looked at the distance and was having major internet issues. So I got into the ride with like 7 seconds to spare. I actually fired up. I kept on restarting my computer and the internet was just super slow, and actually fired up Zwift on my phone. And I thought, well, at least I could maybe run it through the phone and use a cell connection, but it worked. But I didn't actually start, because once I got in, I was able to do all the stuff I wanted to do. So I'm so far behind everybody. Not that I care what place I'm in, but I thought it would have been nice with 1,000 people in this ride to have some draft. But yeah, now there's no draft. Now I'm solo in, 447th spot of 448. Yeah. Well, I was trying to run a workout off of my head unit. I don't think you can late join. I think it's just like you got to get in. I don't, maybe. Oh gosh, no. I'm like level almost 52. Yes, it does. But I was level 50 long enough that I am getting bonus XP. So Zwift, as usual, not like any other video game. Any other video game, you hit max level, you're done. That's it. Zwift, you hit max level, you continue to gain XP in the background. So when Zwift opens up new levels, they pretty much give you bonus XP up until where you should be at, or would be at. Yeah, 50 to 51 was super fast, and I'm still getting bonus XP, but it's like double, so you still have to ride a lot, but you do get the levels a little quicker. And I think it shows in the end screen that I have double XP to like middle of 52 or something. Which, I don't mind the double XP, but at the same time it's kind of a janky system. Because like, if everyone gets to level 50, everyone should be on the same playing field. Shouldn't be all of a sudden be like, oh, you rode for 3 years at level 50, you get bonus XP to all the way to 60. No, man. You hit level 50, you're done. Games shouldn't be accumulating XP in the background. Yeah, well, I think they just don't know how to turn it off. It's the problem. You know, it's all those guys in marketing. Yeah. I would have thought on a company of that size, I would have guessed under 100. You know, you have the CEO, you have a couple managers, you know, maybe 1 or 2 people in HR. You know, you have a crew of 20 game developers, a manager to run that crew. So I thought maybe 75, 80, 600? Like, are you kidding me? How do we not have Zwift version 5.0 by now? It's like Ford's biggest problem is their dealers. Because every dealer is marking up all the new vehicles a ridiculous amount over MSRP. because there's demand for them. I think Tesla's done that pretty well, where it's like an online ordering system. Like the price is the price. There's no haggling. You go online, you ordered your car, you pay for it, done. Where Ford are getting in, you know, the F-150 Lightning, and it should be 90 grand, and the dealer is charging 147. But people are buying them. So Ford was actually talking about adopting an online model like Tesla for their electric vehicles. So you order it online, it goes straight to the dealership, and you pick it up. Yeah, that's another weird thing. A lot of dealerships need to be like 17 acres. Well, that's the first time Tesla's ever done that, too. Which is kind of funny, because they're mad at that, but you can walk into any other like domestic dealership and haggle. And things go on sale all the time. Like I can go buy a freaking camera at Best Buy, and it might go on sale in a month and a half. You know, you just never know. I mean, I'd probably be annoyed with it too, but that's the way it should be. Like, the dealership should have like one of every model, so you can look at it and sit in it and drive it, and then you order the one you want and it shows up like a week later. The 2x4 fixing that flat tire. Showing that tire who's boss. Oh, Larry's here. Oh. Look, especially with the output of some of them. I mean, you can, if you put it in like high performance mode, some of those things add 300-400 watts. So really, you could ride at 50 watts, which is like, I challenge you to try to ride at 50 watts right now. It's nearly impossible. Well, add 250 on top of that. We all know how fast you go if you're doing 300 watts. So, I mean, you can be putting 50 watt effort in, which is like walking pace, but you're going like 300 watt FTP pace. Yeah, so you go for like a 5-hour ride, and it was like, oh, you walked for an hour. But I don't mountain bike really, so I don't mind too much. I don't mountain bike really at all, so I'm fine with it.
CS_tricks rated with 6 viewers.
The raid.
Let's give a big shout out to CS_tricks. Make sure to check them out at https://twitch.tv/cs_tricks.
No closure on the Norseman race. I need to hit Jordan up privately and ask him about that. So,
How's everyone doing today?
Yeah, I like the power-ups. I think they're,
Marblehead 9
Oh,
rated
no.
with 3 viewers.
Double whammy. How are you guys doing? Nice, I think I got, what, 18K to go for this stage. So we got a little while. Oh, it's like the individual TTs. I'm only here for the double XP. That's it. Well, these guys, are these the leaders lapping me? Is this a lapped thing? I'm gonna do a complete workout. I'm limited in the output here.
Let's give a big shout out to Marblehead 9. Make sure to check them out at https://twitch.tv/marblehead9.
Dimitri and Sally. That is, I normally don't care, but I went through every single TTS voice in there and settled on that one. $200. Zwift. I had some crazy Zwift shit going on today. So I logged into Zwift and it was the old UI. How is that possible? They've not deleted? Oh, Hogwarts Legacy. My kids and I fight over who gets to play. I took a screenshot of the Zwift old UI. Like, seems crazy to me. How could that even be a thing? And I can't turn off the UI. Where's the UI button? I wanted to run my own overlays, but it looks dumb over top of all the... Oh no. Oh, I'm always nervous swapping parts. Is it working okay now though? Like it's all fixed? Oh, I've seen the 40 series cards are just freaking massive. Like the 4090 doesn't even fit in a normal case. You need to have like a full-sized case. Hoping I could finish this route before the workout ends. But the workout has 19 more minutes. And it looks like, God, there's no way I'm doing 16K in 19 minutes. There we go. 16. I don't know why that interval seems so hard today. Must be Monday. No, it's not even Monday, it's Tuesday. Oh my goodness. Well, thanks for the raid. Have a good evening. Well, I think in Strava there is an e-bike setting. So if you so when you download you set it to e-bike, and it won't affect the segments. Yeah, it totally does. So on Discord, they were talking about guys riding e-bikes and taking KOMs. I said if they're taking KOMs, they're putting the ride as a mountain bike ride, not an e-bike ride. Yeah, definitely. Some of the jerks don't pick e-bike. Bike rides in the middle of the river. Like, dude, what kind of bike do you have? I'd say so. It's pretty flat. It's pretty flat. 12K, yeah. I usually just try to average 30K an hour, but this workout's kind of slow. So probably 30 minutes. Yeah, that's about right. Well, because all of those battery packs don't have like proper charging regulators in them. Well, they continually charge. So most good electronics, like your phones and all that, have like regulators. They know the voltage and amps going in. They know the state of the battery. The battery gets to a point where it's charged and the phone cuts out and stops charging. All that cheap stuff, they just give you a wall adapter and there's no regulators in it. Like there's nothing to stop the charging. Or the regulators are super cheap and after you've charged it 10 times, it just keeps charging. So it just keeps trying to put voltage to the battery and the battery's like, I'm full. So all of that gets just converted to heat and that certain temperature, it combusts. You know, it's happened to some phones. Some phones have happened, but it's very, very rare that a phone catches on fire. Because the phones are usually cost $1,000. Yeah, that's crazy. I had an old MP3 player that I pulled out of a drawer I hadn't used for 5 or 6 years, and it was all swollen up. Yeah, that's not cheap either. Not cheap at all. The arm. Well, that's why on the airplane you can only take a certain size battery pack. They have like limits. If it's underneath, if yeah, it's like buy a bike here and buy a spare battery and leave it and have it shipped to the hotel. It totally would be. Oh, I have a hate on for unregulated e-bikes or e-bikes that have been hacked. I get passed on my commute to work at least twice a week. There's a guy on this bike thing. It looks like a motocross bike, but it's an e-bike. And he usually passes me and he's got to be doing 70 down Halliburton. Like he's standing up and he's pedaling like super slow cadence but he's going insanely fast. And you can catch a glimpse of this bike, and it looks like just the hugest piece of crap. Probably weighs 70 pounds. It's got the tiny little disc brakes on it. There's no way it's going to stop in any sort of emergency situation. And he usually rides past me super close, and you can't hear him until he's basically bar to bar. Totally not skilled enough to be going 70k an hour on the flats on a shitty bike. It's like pro speed. Pros go 40 to 50. Yeah. Well, there's another guy on the same commute. He usually passes me as I'm chugging up the one little steep section of Milton, and he just flies past me as well. And he's on a Giant, so it's like a, you know, at least it's a decent looking bike, but there's no way you're doing 50k an hour up a mild uphill. Because like the thing is, with the regulations of those bikes, the motor is supposed to cut hard stop at like whatever, what is it, 32k an hour? So the moment you hit that speed, you are now riding a 50-pound bike with like 2.4-inch tires. Your bike should instantly go from 32 to like 20k an hour. Yeah, he just hits the wall. That's good. Well, that's the thing, is like if you're on a flat on a road bike, if it's flat, you can do 32k an hour, you know, pretty easily. It's difficult to do around here, but technically you should be able to outrun an e-bike on your regular road bike if it's flat. Or even if it's down, slightly downhill, because they're still having to pedal knobby ass tires. Crap. We gotta find the one flat section in all of Nanaimo. I challenge you. Only on this 200-meter section of Halliburton. You guys are going down. What gets me is is sort of like the stores that are popping up selling e-bikes that are totally not legal, but telling people that they are legal, and then the Victoria Police Department is ticketing all these people, and they're like, but the guy at the store said it was legal. It's like, no, man. Like, look it up on the ICPC website. It's totally not legal. Vic, they were in the summer, and people were like freaking the F out because the stores told them, you know, like, why is a store in Canada selling these bikes? It's mostly those little weird scooter ones. They look like a scooter, and the pedals are like hanging off the back near the bottom. So they're like, oh yeah, it does have pedals. It passes regulations. Exactly, Dimitri. Well, I think you even have to have lights. Lights, front and rear lights are mandatory. But it's the rules, man. It's the rules. I like how you used to have those plastic pieces taking off the cassette, like where the cassette is for your chain. And it was totally the most uncool thing to have until your chain went in your spokes, and then you said, shit, I wish I had that thing. Yeah. Yeah, the dork dish. I don't. Some things, even if it's adjusted right, sometimes things happen. Yeah, none of my bikes have them at all, but I've had bikes that come with them that I've taken off. And that same lady was like, honey, my gears are not shifting that great. Can you fix them before the Tour de Vic? And he's like, no problem, I'll fix your bike. And then bam, chain and spokes. So he ditched her and he fixed her bike wrong. The workout was done, but I rewound it. Or he wanted to buy her new wheels, and she's like, I don't need new wheels. These wheels are just fine. That's something I would do. No, that too. I've totally let Tamara wreck stuff on her bike just so I could upgrade her. But she refuses. Yeah, she refuses to upgrade anything if it still works. Do it. I'm doing the 100. Yeah, I'm horrible at spending the money. I had to sign up because Tamara had to sign up to use her code, but she's deferred it too many times. So they said enough is enough. Enough. You have to use it this year. Because she was supposed to have to use it last year, but she had a medical issue come up and she couldn't ride. So like the day before the Tour de Vic, I was like, phone them, and I'm like, oh, my wife, and they were like, no problem. The lady that answered the phone happened to be the lady in charge of registration. So I lucked out. Done the 140 enough that I want to get up at 8 in the morning. I pay for this really expensive hotel room and we never get to use it because it's just you show up, sleep, wake up super early. Grand Pacific usually, or whatever whatever it's called. Really? Really? Totally would be 100 more of these. I'm glad I got 52 tonight, though. I wasn't expecting that. I have to do the math. I don't know how many kilometers it is per level. I think it increases slightly every level as well. Yeah, at the end screen, when you finish a ride, it shows you how many points you need for the next level. But then you have to do the math at converting points to distance. It's done. Dimitri. Tour of Watopia done. All right. Well, I'm glad that finally worked. Lots of troubles prior to the start, but we got it good. Oh, say hi to Big Trouser. Yeah, see if I go to the end, Dimitri, I go to menu and go to end ride. So here's how many points I have. So I have 540,000. It doesn't even show where 53 is. It's like way the hell, it's off the chart.